Those are, and we're live. So when you hear that, we're live.
Paul, is that your pussy?
And we're live.
We are, in fact, live. That is a very well-groomed cat.
I keep it trimmed.
Wait, is that the
Carpets match the drapes.
Is that the one
Yeah,
that's yeah, they do a lot of red hair there?
Short.
Is that the asshole cat? The one that goes a little nuts? Yeah.
She lives in my room now.
Like just in the office?
Just in here. Yeah, she doesn't like the rest of the cats, so.
How many do you have now?
There's 4 of them.
Just 4.
That's it.
You got a ways to go to catch up with Nick Brim. He's got a football team.
To be fair, Nick Brim moved into a house with a football team in a driveway.
You came with the house?
Yeah, they came with the house. They initially had a whole...
I don't know.
Yeah, they like moved in and it was like tons of cats there. And they set up a catio at some point and somehow the cats just moved inside over time.
And then they trapped them.
Yeah.
To
they
make
didn't trap
coats.
them. And
Probably
now,
should call PETA.
well, apparently now they live like it's different gangs, different parts of the house. So there's like 2 that live upstairs in the bedroom, 2 that like roamed downstairs. One's in the sunroom all the time. So gangs in New
First
York
off-
up in that house.
This is my Roman Empire.
First off, I'll roam your downstairs. And second off, is it like a shark and a jet situation? Like, do they cat dance battle?
I think it's just cats and the cats. Like,
Are the cats in the cradle?
And the silver spoon.
thank you.
There we go.
Good.
There it is.
Sharks and jets? Is that something I should know?
Sharks and Jets? Yeah, like when
From the
when
musical?
your great grandfather fought in a war, right? Dan was born, and yeah, but you don't know they snap the fingers.
Warriors, come out and play.
He's
Some
he's
old
never
man reference.
he's clearly never watched Lilo and Stitch. All right.
I have not watched Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Thanks, Brick. West Side Story. Come on.
Is
Well,
Braden
I mean-
older or younger than me?
Braden is the youngest. He's probably the same age as the cat.
Aren't you like 24, Paul?
No, I'm 34.
You're 34?
Mm-hmm.
What month?
March.
Damn it.
I gotta add it to the calendar. You might already be on my
Ju-
calendar. I mean,
July. Wait,
I'm
you're
the
34
baby.
now? You just turned 34?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm older. I'm turning 35 this year.
So
way to rub it in.
I'm December, so does that mean I'm the youngest?
Oh wait,
Well,
do the math.
which decade?
Yeah, but your December was before they added October and November into the calendar because
It was a 10-month.
they hadn't discovered the Roman Empire yet.
They also didn't have the same amount of states as they do now.
I was gonna make a joke like that. That was much more.
I was
appropriate.
born under the flag of 46 stars.
Dan was born when there was just 1 star on the flag.
I'll be cold and in the ground before I recognize Missouri as a state.
And Dan, when he was young, he saw some lady on the front porch just sewing a red and white and blue flag with a singular star. And he goes, "You know what would look good, ma'am? 50 of those little suckers right there." And then he walked away. Lost out on an opportunity to make millions. That's a joke because like, you're old.
That was an awful,
and you
awful
helped.
joke, though. Yeah,
you're-
yeah, I get it.
Because
That
the
woman?
age.
That was
that
a bad
woman?
joke. It was a real bad
Susan
joke.
B. Anthony, whatever.
Betty
Betsy
White.
Ross.
Betsy Ross. Rosa Parks. I don't know. One of them.
Come on, the 4th of July is coming up, and you guys are getting this all wrong.
I'm just in it for the fireworks and the hot dogs.
Ask me
Glizzies.
about my wieners.
Oh my God. Speaking of glizzies, do you remember the dark time like 2 years ago when like the fake AI, like NPC, whatever, like live streams were happening on TikTok and people would be out on the street randomly and just like, "Thanks for the glizzy." Like they just react.
What the
Yeah.
hell are you
Do
talking
you
about?
not remember this?
There was like one guy. Who
No,
was,
there was-
really into
No,
that.
Well, there was
There
one
was a
chick
lot.
that made like 6 figures a month doing it. People were just like,
Yeah.
Thanks for the rose.
"Thanks for the role." Yeah.
But there was one guy with the glizzies that really
Oh, the glizzies.
was
Yeah, yeah.
like
He like went
all
full
in.
Full
I
glizzy.
don't know what you're talking about.
Dan, you're the king
Even
of
a little.
TikTok. How do you
No, I
not
was
know?
playing the audio of it.
No.
Make him listen to it.
Grinder.
You're the bow tie king. Okay. You're
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I know TikTok.
you're
No
a council
TikTok.
member of the TikTok. You're like not quite king. You're
The High Council.
the high council. Yeah. It's a lot of hooded
Blazing.
figures. Oh, this is a pre-show. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. There's tens of you guys in
It'll
here.
get better.
Oh man, we went live.
Yeah, we've been live.
Whoops. Was our audio good like right off the bat?
I'm hoping. I don't. No one's complaining. So
Well, there's a bit of an echo.
Oh.
he just. I think he's doing that thing where he talks, and
Who, Braden?
yeah, Braden's doing that thing where he talks and everything he says is
Where
a freaking
he
lie.
just talks?
Oh, that Paul Jackman found a video that I will not click right now because I'm live streaming.
You can probably listen to it. Maybe.
Wow, that's fire. Wow, that's fire. Oh, I hate this already and it hasn't even started. Oh god. The glizz. Oh god. That's not his first time with that.
With glizzying things.
Oh, I added the sound.
Don't
It got
ever.
worse.
It got
Don't.
worse with the sound.
That's the only reason to watch it.
You mean
That's
like
somehow the worst microphone and also the best microphone for that specific technique.
How come I don't have even the slightest clue what you guys are talking about?
I think the second you would see it, you go like, oh yeah, I used to see this in my feed, but I blocked it out of my memory.
Dan, you're just not super into social media, I've noticed.
I'm not.
Like you're like a real like pen to paper, mail through the post office sort of thing kind of guy.
We all are.
Yeah.
We own product based businesses.
Yeah, but like
I
sometimes
do a
he
lot
writes
of
like
post office work.
sometimes he writes like a friendly note and just like sends it off with stamps.
Dan
Carrier
does go
pigeon.
postal in his Etsy messages quite often. Is that
You
the
do that one
Stan
time,
Lee cup?
and it just sticks with you forever.
And you do it like 37 times in 1 week and you just can't shake it.
That's like
weird.
my my intro joke that 1 week that was like, you build this many houses, you build this many cutting boards, but you fuck one goat.
What?
Oh, Dan blocked that one out.
I think
Jeez.
somebody typed into Dan chat Dan TP. Forget everything we've talked about so far. Did we clear cache, Dan? Like, is
Yeah, I
every
don't-
reference new this week?
Can you just start over from the beginning?
And we're
Dan-
live.
Dan,
no, I
let me
mean
tell
like from the very beginning.
Dan, let me tell you a story about a man named Harambe.
March 10th, 2020. Go.
What about March 10th, 2020? Is that when you're born?
That was the beginning.
The beginning.
After Braden's birthday, before my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
No, other way around.
Wait, where's Stephen Hawker from? 'Cause it says, well, 12 hours give or take.
Stephen Hawker is dead.
That's Hawking. Hawker's very much alive and in this chat.
Oh.
Are you in from the land down
He
under?
does the hawking, but he's not in the act of hawking. He's a hawker.
He
March
hawks.
10th, 2020. 'Twas a Tuesday.
Melbourne,
Economy
Australia.
faces, quote, tornado-like headwind, quote, as financial markets spiral. Italy announces restrictions over entire country in attempt to halt coronavirus.
Oh, that was happening back then.
The
And AWP
man who won't
launched
let
its
the
first
world
episode.
forget the firebombing of Tokyo.
Oh, it's recycled wooden things. Okay, you're in Melbourne. Jeez, I can't believe
President
you're.
Trump is unfit for this crisis, period. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I go back to current times? Nope, it's still 2020.
Stop it, or we'll lose Iowa. This is the swing state of podcasting. Oh, it's
We're gonna lose all the swing states this time around.
yeah. Kayla Dunlap is
armored
here.
car.
What the heck? My wife is watching?
Hey, Kayla. Well, make
Oh,
sure he
no.
behaves.
My wife hasn't been home all week. She's been at her mom's house all week.
And now she wants to just spend some time with you. And this
I
is
miss
think she's
Dan. I
just
wonder
making
what he's
Sure that I'm
doing.
behaving.
What a sweetheart.
The children are alive.
The children yearn for the mines.
Also, probably.
Wait, Kayla trusted you with the children
Well, they're pretty self-sufficient these days, so like I don't have to do much.
and the 3 animals.
2 animals are self-sufficient.
One is double insufficient.
One is making Dan question all of his training skills ever.
How much pizza have they had? So much pizza.
That's such an attack.
She knows.
Wait, did you like legit get pizza a bunch of times?
Yeah.
Oh, attaboy.
Yeah.
Pizza
we
Hut, I'm
we
guessing.
got Casey's, we got Domino's, we got
Oh,
Little
little
Caesars.
variety.
Hey, I got a whole.
Not all on the same day. It's
Oh,
been
okay.
like
I was gonna say because like that sounds like a good sampler.
Little
Domino's Philly
shark
cheesesteak pizza. Dare I say, might be the best pizza of all
Oh my
time.
god.
Wow.
Paul, can you
guys
tell us
heard
about
it
your
first.
favorite pizza from your area that is
He
better
talks like
than
a guy
everyone
from
else's?
Nebraska.
I mean,
I wouldn't vote for Domino's.
have you ever had Casey's pizza?
No, and I don't need to have it to know what it tastes like.
Well, so
Why are you
slightly
guys
off
just attacking
topic, but you wear Carolina shoes, right? Carolina boots?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have
me?
you
It
ever
tastes better than that.
have you ever licked the bottom of it after Maker Camp?
No.
Okay, well, close to Casey's Pizza. Don't ask me how I know.
Were you unsure how I would answer that question?
Yeah, honestly.
You seem surprised by my answer.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally bitten into a hot pocket without taking off the cardboard foil wrapper thing that you microwave it in?
Maybe.
You've had Casey's Pizza.
Oh, even Braden's in on it now. This is bad.
I'm gonna leave.
Dan is gonna snap. He's gonna go postal on this podcast.
Listen, no, like Dan and authentic Italian pizza, I also like authentic Mexican food.
Taco John's, and is that Taco Bell? Yeah, of
It's
course.
Taco
you have-
Bell.
So wait, let me
Taco
get
Bell.
this straight. Your wife is sick, and she couldn't hold down food, but then goes, "I think I can't hold down food." So you got
Go get
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell.
Hold. She asked for Taco Bell.
You
I
didn't say,
offered to
"Hey."
get anything that she wanted. I said, what would make you feel better? What would make you feel more comfortable? She's like, those crispy chicken burritos you keep getting taste pretty good.
You keep
like a-
getting? There's a
maybe-
pattern?
The new ones, they're really good. The spicy ranchero sauce is
when he
is
shows up, they're like, "Hey, Braden,
busting,
you want the usual?"
busting. No, you can't get a usual at Taco Bell because every 4 weeks they change the menu again.
And employees.
Also that.
Also that. Yeah, it's retail. Well, retail, fast food, whatever. It's retail of food.
It's
Speaking of
it's
fast food, my daughter got a job at a fast food joint,
Really?
Panera.
Panera.
Oh, is
Panera's
it Pan-
fast food, right?
Panera. I think
It's
fast casual.
fast-ish.
That's at least like
It
It's
tastes
like the
fast food.
nicest of the fast foods.
Panera is like the one of
Panera's
the
like the
ultimate,
Casey's of the pizza world.
It's like one of the ultimate signs of gentrification. That's
some
what it is.
people consider Panera to be like really nice catering places. Like I don't know, like for events and stuff.
It's great for bagels, right?
Ugh.
You guys want
The best
to?
bagels.
You guys want to go somewhere nice? Get a sourdough soup bowl.
They do make a mean
That
soup. there.
Sounds amazing.
I
actually.
like to have my soup in another food.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't think I've ever had soup in a soup bowl yet. Like everything
Soup in a
about
soup
it.
bowl-
Whoa,
soup in a
whoa,
soup
whoa,
bowl
whoa,
would be
whoa.
hard.
I want to
Let's
like.
dissect this.
I want to like
Where,
you want
where do you put your soup? Like on a plate?
in a no man.
By soup bowl, do you mean a glass soup bowl? Or
I
do you
walk
mean
over
like
to
a
the
bowl
pot.
made of
I
soup?
fill my spoon. I walk back to the table. I blow on it. I eat it. And if I want more, I go back. Usually it's a bunch of trips.
Oh, that's how you say so thin.
So thin.
All the walking to the soup.
The
pot.
the words I would use is pleasantly plump, but thank you.
Juicy.
Oh, I like that. Well, it's also hard to stay thin when Emma keeps baking sourdough. I'm not complaining.
You know what's
Love
thin
the
right
sourdough.
now? Or at least running that way?
What?
My
Jeez.
patience.
Paul,
Really?
Paul, you
This
eating
is
lots
it?
of sourdough these days? You're muted. Yep. Like just randomly muted. Paul and Kristen got our sourdough starter. So
Bueller?
yeah,
Bueller?
you are. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's why none of my jokes were landing in the past 10
Yeah,
minutes.
you were just so quiet.
That's why it
Um,
was so
Man,
pleasant.
You
tough
eating-
audience. This is what
yeah.
Dan feels like.
are you eating a lot of sourdough these days?
It's statistically increased since we visited your house.
Have you guys gotten it nice and fluffy? And did you follow the recipe?
There's some good ones and some not so good ones. She's learning.
It's
How's the
um.
tang? How's the tang level?
She tried sourdough banana bread the other day.
So that's what I was
Oh.
curious about. Okay,
Eh,
because
I
like
like
you can
that.
do a lot with the dough, not just bread. And I haven't tried
Mm-hmm.
any of the other stuff. I'm actually
I follow this account on TikTok where this girl mixes all sorts of different things with her sourdough, and she's made like jalapeno, chili pepper sour, just like the craziest
Yeah.
combinations. I'll find it.
dude. My go-to is I went nuts with focaccia last year. Did I make focaccia for Maker Camp?
Focaccia out of
Get the
here.
focaccia out of here. Dude,
Whoa.
jalapeno cheddar focaccia. Oh, it's so freaking good. Because it's like sponge bread. It's so soft once it hits the lips.
But what's the tang level?
Of the sourdough?
Of
Seven.
the sourdough.
Dude,
I need a
no,
scale
super
of 1 to
mild.
87 tang.
Super mild, bro.
What's
Oh, so
87?
So it's not sourdough, it's just dough.
87
It's-
is
it's-
sour?
It's
Is it
just
just-
yeasty dough.
Yeah, it's like the Eastie Boys.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. By the way, we didn't get through all the
Thanks, Cisco.
questions. Yeah, he's gone. We didn't get through all the
he's ca-
questions
he's-
last week,
He's
right?
camera muted.
Camera muted.
It was the Yeasty Boys joke.
Okay,
Couldn't take it.
thanks for hopping on and thanks for excusing the fact that one of our hosts was very nervous to meet you and we had to take a week off because he was hyperventilating.
He left the state because he was
Day
so
after.
nervous.
No, I was
The
talking
day
about
after.
Braden. Braden was very nervous to meet you.
Oh, the other one. Okay.
Dan was so mad with him he left the state for a couple of days.
Yeah,
Um,
I know you, and I'm not a fan, so you don't. bother me.
Oh, this guy. Not a
Am
fan.
I
of
still
like-
blocked on IG?
You might be.
He may have re-upped you.
I do the opposite of making you nervous. Whatever
Yeah.
that is.
You make me happy.
You make me better. You make me want to be a better man.
Yeah. That's what
I can't find the sourdough girl.
That's a photo of a sandwich slice. It has a butthole in it.
That is a butthole sandwich.
That is.
If I ever saw one.
I meant to send that to you.
Why
I was like,
didn't
"Is this
you?
normal? Till your sourdough has a butthole.
I thought we were already at that stage in our relationship where we can send each other sourdough butthole pics.
Paul, send me give me your phone number. I got a dick pic for you.
Oh, he's from
free?
Nebraska. He says
Yeah, it's
deck
free.
really funny.
It's free. It's the black
It's
and
a-
white
it-
one I shared with the Onefinity guys.
It's a sourdough dick pic. So it's just more like a baguette shaped sourdough.
Yeah, it's sourdough mixed with dicks.
Ugh.
You're gonna love it.
Okay, we did Jared
wife's
Lapuma's
still there?
question last week. We have two more. Hey, Suman is here. Suman, I was just thinking about you the other day. Nothing weird, just in a shower. But hope you're doing well.
Oh.
Mhm. Wait,
Did you also stress test some material?
Oh, you could say that. Yeah. Vern says Sheets has tacos. Oh, wait, do you guys have Sheets by you? Bro.
Nope.
Why
In-
you don't need sheets when we got a Casey's?
In
You know what
Pennsylvania.
we don't have near us is Pizza Hut.
You don't have Pizza Hut near you? Do
Isn't that weird?
Like you.
you guys have Red
Like,
Lobster
no.
over there?
Do you
Probably.
have
I don't know.
do you have like other mediocre like kind of divey Mexican restaurants in buildings that look suspiciously like old Pizza Hut buildings? Any like divey looking Chinese restaurants in buildings that look suspiciously like Pizza Hut old buildings?
Braden, I
don't
get the
think of.
jokes.
I
Thank
don't
you,
get
but
the
they don't.
joke.
There was like one Pizza Hut in town and it shut down years and years ago. And just recently I drove by it and they changed the roof. Because for the
Was it
longest
on
time, it's
fire?
like
They,
obviously
they
used to be
changed
Pizza
the
Hut.
roof.
They
That's
completely
Was
rebuilt the
the-
roof. It's the same building.
Was the
but with
roof
a
the
new on
roof
it,
the
like new
roof on fire?
frame and everything.
Was it?
Imagine buying a building and being like, "This is a good building," but
Fun.
I swear to God, if I've got to look at this Pizza Hut roof,
Listen.
just the roof off.
Are you telling me
Like,
if there was
everybody knows.
a former Pizza Hut in your town that was just like rent ridiculously cheap. They're just like, yeah, $500 a month if you want to rent this space out. You wouldn't just move into the Pizza Hut and blow out all the walls and just set up a woodworking shop in there, but keep all the old lights, right? The Pizza Hut lights. Yeah.
Chandeliers.
Chandeliers. Honestly,
I totally would.
I would totally be down to doing a
Especially
Pizza
if they
Hut.
came with the red cups and the salad bar.
Because like the buildings, listen, it's one of the few buildings out there that was like the hat was standard. They had a branding thing that's still to this day, no matter how. Like, when's the last time you were at a Pizza Hut? Right? But like you can tell
4
one
days
from
ago?
a mile away.
Dan's like yesterday, the day before that.
Dan's providing
the day before
variety
that.
to the kids. It's just different types of pizza.
Today we get deep dish. Tomorrow we get the thin crust.
Listen, I will say this. There is something to be said about like pizza from a Papa John's, from a Pizza Hut, from whatever.
Papa
like
John's is trash.
they all get their pros and cons. That garlic sauce though is good.
It's
There
just
is-
butter and garlic. You can do
I
that
know,
at home.
but
right?
I don't want
There
to
is
work.
There is something to be said. Not anything good, but there is something.
There's
to be
words
said
to be
about
said
those
about that.
places.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I have a fun Pizza Hut fact. Up until like the mid 2000s, when kale started to become like a superfood, Pizza Hut was the #1 purchaser of kale in the world,
Just for garnish in their salad
and they
bar.
only used it to garnish the salad bar.
Son of a,
They didn't
we
put
could
it
have
on
been
anything.
we could
It
have been
was-
living on the kale, baby.
Yep. Kale was big business before kale smoothies.
Because it was a robust green that wouldn't wilt.
was It just didn't quit.
Listen, that Pizza Hut salad bar slapped. It was good.
It did in fact slap. Wait, an old Pizza Hut building that became a pho place? Now I'd F with that.
The one in town became a steak and seafood restaurant. I was just checking.
Ooh.
There was one
It's
in
like,
Little
Council
surf and
Bluffs
turf?
why
that
change the
became-
roof for that?
Well, you don't want
And the
people
building
coming
next
in
door
for-
used to be a Blockbuster.
Ooh.
There was
yes.
one over in Council Bluffs that became a crappy Mexican place called Jonesy's.
Taco Jonesy's.
So the old Pizza Hut was next to an old Blockbuster. Like
Yep.
that's like a 1999
They
Friday
made a
night right
killing.
there.
Both places made a killing back in the 90s.
Mm.
Ah,
We
dude.
used to
good thing they
stop at
invested.
both of them back when I was a kid.
Re-
Get some pizza and then go rent a VHS.
Ooh,
I
nice.
remember when Pizza Hut like came out with the stuffed crust pizza. It was
That was
like
revolutionary.
AI. It was like AI had been generated.
So I heard a story unconfirmed because it's it's an article I read, aka a TikTok I watched, that apparently the reason we have stuffed crust pizza is because at one point, decades ago, the government for some reason invested in cheese. A lot of cheese. Wait, that the term government cheese, like, well, a lot of cheese.
That's
Cheesecakes.
true, but that's not why we have stuffed crust pizza.
Apparently,
I got an idea.
like,
Prez.
early
Let's put it in pizza
2000s,
crust.
they still had a bunch of it, and they essentially subsidized schools and big companies, whatever, and they sold the cheese at a major discount.
That's why
which-
government cheese is a thing.
Yeah, and apparently that's one of the
was
reasons why we have like those
legit.
the pizza and the cafeteria pizza in school was because of that. It was trying to push the cheese, and Pizza Hut. One of the reasons that they had a surplus of cheese, like, where else can we put it? And apparently somebody was like, why not in a crust? So thank you. You are the true hero, whoever did
I
that.
heard it was because a custodian was mopping the floors and he bumped a box of mozzarella sticks and it landed in the crust and it baked by itself. And they were like, oh my God, this is great. That's the story I heard.
Oh, really?
And then he looked up at the chalkboard and he solved
And
an
everybody
unsolvable
clapped.
equation.
Yeah.
I heard Casey's Pizza was made when a janitor knocked over a shelf and a bunch of stuff came out of different cases and it just fell into the oven and they're like, yeah, this will do. It's technically edible.
They're like, the case.
That must be the case. Dan's getting more mad. I got him to a 7.
I'm not
This is good.
partaking in the disrespect.
No, you're not partaking. You're fully taking.
Dan's already close to the edge rage wise. He's had to upgrade equipment recently.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. By the way, we have a Pizza Hut in town that is a dermatology place, which is even worse. Like, at least keep it a food place. Don't turn it into a doctor's office. That's when I think the line is crossed.
Did the roof stay?
The roof stayed.
That's
The roof. No, the roof is there. Like, you drive it, I'm like, that's a Pizza Hut. Like, you're not touching my skin.
It's got
We should've called it,
residual
like, the
grease on the
Skin
walls.
Hut or something.
There you go. Pizza Hut. If I ever got my hands on a building like that, Pizza Hut. That's what I'd call it.
You knew you were in a classy part of town when you found the Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC combo building.
Hmm. Actually,
still a thing.
Do you guys know the reason that those exist?
why?
Government
So-
cheese or something, probably.
Back in the day, Coca-Cola had a stranglehold on the fast food restaurant market, and Pepsi was trying to break into fast food joints to sell more of the better soda.
And the government
they
gave
found-
Pepsi government cheese.
They found that it was cheaper to literally buy 3 restaurant chains to force them to stock Pepsi instead of Coca-Cola than it was to dump money into marketing to convince anybody to switch to Pepsi.
You know,
Is there any government cheese in this story?
And then I'm certain somewhere as
Pizza Hut.
that brand then became Yum Foods
Yum
or
Foods.
Yum. Yep.
Mhm.
Somewhere in
no
there's some
government cheese.
no, that's where the
Well, there's government cheese in the stuffed crust pizza.
Okay, thank you.
Pepsi
God.
Cola is made with government cheese, Dan.
That's correct. It's food coloring and government cheese.
If your stories don't involve government cheese, I don't want to hear them.
So, okay, I'll work this in there. So we had a government cheese distributor next to a Blockbuster in my old town where I used to live, and then
As any
Blockbuster closed
good
down.
Friday night
Was
starts
closed for decades. Just stood there empty. And then eventually they turned into a physical therapy place. That's actually where my dad went for physical therapy. He went to an old Blockbuster. And it was weird to go in there with him. And I go, this is where the registers were. It was real sad. But it was a nice building.
Malcolm, the salad dressing is Dorothy Lynch.
Yeah, I still want to try that.
It's garbage.
But I still want to try. Listen, it's just like Casey's Pizza. It
Have
might
you
be garbage.
ever-
But I got to try
have
it.
Have you ever gone to Maker Camp and then just drank water just straight out of the lake that somebody had accidentally dropped a slice of pizza?
No,
in
but
get,
we've all
a-
gone to-
a
we've-
tomato tinge.
Yes, I
mean
also
the
have
duck
drank
pond?
Malort from from Barefoot Forge. Okay, we've all had Malort. We know what garbage tastes like.
Okay, I will say that Dorothy Lynch is better than Malort, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, because no one's
Well,
putting Malort
yeah.
on their salads.
I mean, Dorothy Lynch is better than putting your teeth against the sidewalk and being stomped on. Malort, I don't. It's kind of the same level there. That's how bad Malort is.
Wait. Pizza Hut had arcade games.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Everywhere had arcade games. You remember back in the day? Anybody remember
I would go to
Fuddruckers?
Pizza Hut just to play Ninja
What'd you
Gate.
call me?
You
heard
heard
him.
me. I called you a delicious, upscale but slightly trashy arcade-based burger joint.
I will say, I came to the States in 2000. I missed a lot of the really cool stuff in the 90s. So
Yeah, you did.
we had Soviet era 90s nostalgia, which is just mostly tanks.
Well, you got here before 9/11. You didn't miss that.
No, I was here for that. I saw
Nice.
it from my town. We had a view of the the smoke going up. We're pretty close. Yeah.
You got here just in time.
Government cheese, Dan. Sorry, we almost lost Dan. Whew. that was real close. Almost lost him.
They hit the third government cheese tower.
Oh my god. I mean, it's been 24 years,
Canceled.
right?
No,
Okay, no.
Abraham Lincoln jokes just became funny.
We're always funny.
AIDS is still iffy.
Oh, whoa, Dan. That one's got
God.
a longer waiting list. Thanks a lot. Yeah. All right. We should probably play some questions. Did we actually have
Yes,
Jackman questions
please.
from last week? I'm trying, Dan.
God.
God.
Graz wants to open up a pizza place. This is kind of related
Yes.
to what we're saying. And he wants to only sell slices. You can't buy a whole pizza. You can only buy the slice. And he's
Can't
going to
get the
call
whole
it
pie?
butthole pizza. Because you can buy everything but the whole pizza.
I hate that I love it.
This is like the South Park video game. It was called Fractured butthole. So when you pronounce it fast, it was fractured butthole. That's great. That's great marketing. You know, Graz is onto something here.
His donut shop, there's one more. He wanted to sell like the little munchkin donuts in a bag, and it was going to call the place Dick's Donuts. So you eat a bag of Dick's.
That's the kind of
Tachi
thing that
wants to
like
know-
worked in the 80s because it wasn't like a
That's
phallic
Graz's
thing.
level of humor.
Butthole
Tachi
pizza.
wants to know who's modeling for the butthole logo.
It'll just be an asterisk.
Very modern. Very
very tech startup.
Speaking of things that wouldn't work now, they could recreate Austin Powers now and make it match like the current environment, and it would possibly be the greatest thing ever. Imagine Austin Powers finding out that you can be bi,
Ooh. Yeah, baby.
or like being totally fine with like trans because it's just more ladies. Like Austin Powers may be the only movie that could pull that off.
By the way, we need to send this to Graz. There's a great marketing idea. Asterisk with a asterisk between ass and terisk. That's the logo right there. Just we got to pick a nice Comic Sans font or something.
Use the same monkey from Sailor Jerry Rum.
What is Sailor Jerry Rum?
Why am I getting none of these references? What's happening?
What's a lower quality booze than the one that's in a plastic jug with a twist off cap?
Majorska vodka.
Mad Dog 2020.
Majorska vodka was so bad. It's a plastic bottle vodka, and their big thing in the marketing was said filtered 4 times. That was like the thing they were proud of. Like you basically have denatured alcohol, but you filtered it 4 times, so it's drinkable. Okay, we get it.
Back when I first was 21, the cheap thing to buy was Hawkeye vodka from Walmart. You could get a $5 bottle of vodka, and it was every
The
bit of
dollar
$5.
was invented back then? I thought it was doubloons.
No, I had
Is
dollar
Hawkeye
bills,
still
but they
around?
were like the silver certificates.
It was back on the gold standard, but for
Yeah.
real.
Yes,
They bit the coin at the self
But they
checkout.
also
You have to buy
took-
your own coin at self checkout.
but that's why my teeth are so effed up. But back then, I could buy my Hawkeye vodka with food stamps. So
Wait,
that's the
this
way I
is
went.
still a thing. Hawkeye is still a vodka you can buy.
Oh, really?
I think so.
It's awful.
These photos look pretty. I mean,
It's
you can
awful stuff.
tell that this
Plastic
bottle is
bottle.
plastic. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's their marketing campaign looking like these
Sorry.
days?
yeah. Back then, 750 milliliter was $5.
You know, it's
I don't know what
great.
it is now.
Crappy vodka like that is great for cutting your shellac with. Like if you get flakes. Yeah. That's
That's what I use my Everclear for.
that's what Keith does too. Everclear with but like, why get the nice stuff?
I'll cut your shellac.
Hey, watch your mouth. We have a guest.
$8.99 for a 1 3/4 liter bottle.
$8.99. Oof, inflation.
That
That's
was
the
in
kind of drunk
2019.
that's gonna hurt for
That's-
days.
That's
right?
probably
That
$20
is.
now.
Yep.
Oh God. All right, let's play some of these questions. These are from last week, but they aged well. Let's play them. Alex Adams.
You know, I thought when you guys were bringing Paul on that it would be a man made out of a bunch of jacks, but I don't think that's the case. Plus, he looks a little smaller than I thought he would be. Anyway, my question is, I'm building a cane, and I'm curious for something that is meant to be handled that much. What's your favorite finish for those types of projects?
KY.
Whoa, good question.
I don't
I
believe
have
in
some.
building canes. I only raise them.
I get it. That's a saucy joke. All right, next one's from James from Wet Nose. I got a nose, Braden. Wet Nose Woodworks.
Longtime listener, first-time emailer. Quick question. If you had $500 to spend on one thing for your shop, what would it be? Tool, upgrade, something fun, whatever comes to mind. Thanks, James Wet Nose Woodworks.
Did we already answer?
We
No,
did not
this was
answer that.
last
We
week.
pre-listened to it last week.
Pre-listened to it last week.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, right, those James, Jared. Oh, wait, there's Nick Vreeland was from last week too. Let's play that one.
That son of a bee.
Hey guys, hoping you can talk me off of the ledge and how overboard I go with holding down stuff on the.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah.
He sent in a new version that is the same question now in Technicolor Dreamcoat.
You guys shamed him into
Also,
re-recording. You guys should be ashamed of
did he
yourselves.
Did he send that in last week?
That was last week's, yeah, but we didn't answer
Last
it.
week.
We needed to talk him off a ledge, and he's been waiting a week.
It was a metaphorical
God.
ledge.
It's yeah.
Oh God,
If
we
it was an
lost
actual call for help, we would have called them.
Oh God.
Oh God.
But the new version is concise and has a bonus question at the end. So
What? Two
I know
questions.
he's not on a ledge because he sent me a Facebook message asking me if something that I was listing for sale had chairs included. So
Ah,
die in a fire, Nick.
which immediately pushed him onto a ledge.
Yeah, I'm on a very thin ledge.
is this spindle chair cooled? All right, Nick Freeland. All right.
I like the thought of like asking a very desperate question, and then you have to wait a week for us to record a podcast.
Hey,
Wait another week for it to come out.
I'm trying to finish right now, and I could really use some insight.
I finished the cane 2 weeks ago. Answer my question.
I fell into a vat of. Actually, we've done that before. We've answered questions, and we're like, "Oh, we missed this one," and then it'll be like a month later.
Project's done.
All right, Vic Nealand. There we go.
Vic?
Shh.
Hey guys, Nick from NV Woodshop here. On a CNC, how do you know when you've held down your piece enough? I feel like I often use one method too many out of the four kind of normal methods of, either double-sided tape or blue tape, CA glue, or brand nails and tabs and hold downs and other stuff. I feel like I often use three of them when one or two would suffice. Before you all were fancy with your air weights, the vac bed system stuff, how did you determine when enough was enough for holding down workpieces on your CNC? And a bonus question for Pete, since he decided not to air my question last week. How's your Kitchen Island YouTube video coming along?
Oh, you
Thanks,
son
guys.
of a... Yo, straight up attacked. Yo, Nick, I'm kicking your ass for that one. It is...
Hold up, Pete. Yep, confirm. We got him.
We got... Oh my God. You son
That was
of
the
a...
basketball floor. That's what we're racing on, right?
Yeah.
It was the Kitchen Island versus the basketball floor.
Yeah, it was that. You were trying to put down the floor, but it was the build, not the video. You got the video out.
I was checking that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
May
I
of
got...
last year.
So he was putting in the basketball floor in his shop when I was
over a
building
year
the island, and we had a little race going.
Who won?
I won the island.
I
He
don't
won
see
the
race.
video. I don't see race. All right. Well,
He can't officially win until you actually complete it. Like you still have yet to finish, so the timer is still running.
it's a tortoise and a hare, or tortoise and a hare thing.
You're waiting for it to all come back
Yeah,
around?
but Paul's
and
at like a restaurant having a drink right now, just like hanging out before the finish line still, so I can get him. All right,
Just waiting for me to die.
I'm waiting for you to put out a "Where Are They Now" video for the floor. It's like, oh, well, anyways, it buckled. It apparently shouldn't keep the doors open all the time. All right, then we got
The humidity was 90% in there the other day.
yeah.
Well, it
Oh.
was 80% here today. It was awful.
But it's a wet
the
heat.
The moist maker.
It was pretty rough.
I thought it was
actually,
gonna be great outside today, and it was not.
Paul, how bad was it this last like 3 days over by you?
The humidity was rough. It got up to mid 90s. Not too bad because you get a little breeze off the water.
Yeah, at least you're right on the water. But
Yeah, you go 30 minutes inland, it's way worse.
yeah, humidity
It does
gets
not improve the further inland you go. Just Dan and I can confirm.
Just go coastal underwater, Braden.
you. Oh,
We're by the Missouri River. What else do you want?
State-wise,
shame.
we're as far from the ocean as we can
Just
get.
drive to the ocean.
Septemberly
tried
landlocked state.
Last week.
He's driving to the ocean in July, end of July.
Yeah.
See,
Depends on how all these Casey's jokes go. Might have to cancel.
All right. Well, Kayla's still coming. You might not be coming. Anyways, Alex Adams.
Hey guys, you asked for fun customer support stories, so I'll give you this one. Back when I was working in Ag IoT doing project management and managing R&D projects, we
It's a
would
lot of
always work
letters,
with
Adams.
farmers and others who are testing the equipment. And occasionally we'd have to get on video chats and do some screen sharing to either get them up and running or help them with some issues. So in one instance, I was getting on a call with a guy in his 60s, you know, Dan's age. And when I hop onto that video chat, what I'm greeted with is this gentleman, shirtless, in his hotel bed, attempting to
like
put
Dan
on
does.
a wife beater. And I'll say I was a little bit taken aback, and it felt like I was walking in on some kind of farmers only meeting. And it felt
Maybe
like
you
I
were.
was really viewing things from the perspective of the hotel cuck chair. So
There's no
eventually
question
we
here,
got
he's just telling
through
a story.
everything and got him
If it
set up
doesn't
and
end
ready
with
to go.
government cheese,
But
I'm out.
that's probably one of my better customer support
I have
stories.
rules.
There was
Don't
no
mention-
question, was there?
No,
Don't
it's a
mention
story.
a government
We
cheese.
we asked for
No
people's
question. No government cheese.
craziest.
I'm out.
It wasn't cheese
Oh,
based. It was
that's-
not a cheese based question
That was right. That was BC, before cheese.
before cheese. Yeah,
You
sorry.
make it about cheese, okay?
Are the cheesy chairs included?
Oh, we just got one from the Joe Offcut Emporium.
Oh no. So Alex is bored?
Maybe you just threw in a government cheese question.
Oh, and that would be so nice of you. Offcut Emporium. I was kind of hoping he sent it from the wrong email, but let's see. AWP, I'm back. Last time you called in with a suicide note, so I don't know if I want to play this, but let's do it. Oh, by the
Be
way,
careful.
Joe from the Offcut Emporium is a fictional character that no one made up,
Allegedly.
And
allegedly.
Allegedly.
not
he's
necessarily the views of AWP or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Hopefully it's not dark. Let's play it.
Hey guys, it's Alex. I mean Joe from the Offcut Emporium. This one is for the Jackman. Do you have any tips for building ridiculously oversized replicas of everyday items? Thanks.
Yeah.
No,
Step
that's-
1, hate yourself. Step 2, pallets. Step 3, profit.
Mm,
Oh, did I miss
I
a
usually
step?
stop at step 2.
If you build it, they will come.
Are
Money-
there only,
I will.
emotionally. Oh.
are we done now?
I mean,
Is this
we can be.
There was a second rocket at Maker Camp.
I don't get it.
Well, there's a bunch of rockets because people made them.
'Cause- Zyla was doing this space camp thing.
Sky Canoe.
There was sky canoes. It was the only one that, of course, Paul couldn't cheat in. He was livid.
Oh,
Yeah, so I just didn't make one.
I need
bigger rocket
our
on it.
listeners to help me out with something. Speaking of Zyla,
Oh,
Oh.
this is about to get.
she doesn't respond to any of my DMs, which I don't blame her. I'm a creep, but I'm just trying to get her to be a guest on the show. So start tagging her and stuff. That's how we're gonna get her as a guest.
So she shut you down.
Oh, just ghost me. She's just ghosted me.
Have you tried? No, that won't work.
Say it.
No,
Say
sorry.
it.
I got distracted because I got a message. Sorry, that was way more punctuated than it should have been. I was literally, I said a word and I got sidetracked by a message. Oh God. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, Sky Canoe. Actually, I wonder what it's gonna be this year, and I wonder how Paul's gonna find a way to cheat.
Where there's
Underwater
a-
rockets.
Where there's a Will, there's a Paul.
Where there's a Jack, there's a man.
Something like that.
And on that note, let's get into the podcast. This is the last week, if I remember correctly.
This is
Last week ever that'll ever be June of 2025. Last week
Oh.
ever. Yep.
Oh.
Except next week,
Not with
technically
that
Monday.
attitude.
Yeah. We are this last week to enter for the Elgin headphone and speaker set that we've
Yes.
got. Next week we're going to be picking the winner. If you're a patron, you're already entered. If you're a free patron, you've got an opportunity to enter by bumping up your membership for all the cool benefits that you get. And if you want to enter a different way, you can just simply donate. If you're like, screw those guys, but I love helping children, Well, you can donate to St. Jude under our page, arethechairs.included.com.
Correct.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, if you go to arethechairs.included.com, that's the St. Jude page that links to us. So,
Speaking of monthly giveaways,
yeah.
I think I saw Vern in here.
Oh,
Braden and I are going to send out his package tomorrow, right?
I talked to him. I'm like, it'll probably be tomorrow. And then he said, we've got a week, which is the worst thing he could possibly say because now we have a week. So we're going to ship it tomorrow.
it sounds like Dan is driving that thing to PA.
I am not. Well, if he can wait till July, maybe I could just swing it over. But yeah.
No. Kayla doesn't want a detour.
Actually, we're going to detour and go up through Scranton because the office.
You gotta see the. You gotta go to the Chili's.
Office?
Probably, maybe Poor Richards, maybe Alfredo's Pizza Cafe. Who knows?
Wait, what?
Paul,
office?
I know you've never seen The Office, so I don't think you'll get any of these jokes. No.
Paul's never seen The Office?
No.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I hate your guts.
I haven't seen a lot of stuff.
I
Have
can't,
you
I
seen?
can't stand you anymore.
Have you
I'm 12 years
seen?
old. What do you expect?
Have you seen the dirt on the bottom of a boot at Maker Camp and then licked it?
Yeah.
That was The Office.
Well, with that, thanks for joining us, guys.
And
Oof.
Casey's Pizza too.
Get back
Parks
in
and
your
Rec,
corner,
baby.
Dan. There we go. All right, he's back. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Love you all. Bye. See you all next week. Bye. Do we have a guest next week?
We do. We have
Not Zyla.
Mortis in the hair.
Yay! There we go.
Yeah, Mortis in there.
So join us next week.
The week after that, we got DIY Danny because she didn't ghost me.
Boom. She's a cool cat.
Just remember, tomorrow's always a new day.
At the end of the day, it's almost tomorrow. Take care, guys. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.